Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a minute since I last shot. It's probably 2 years now, and probably. So the point of this video is to help you achieve a flawless and natural makeup look using the bare minimum products. What I mean is, you really don't have to break the bank to look like Kim Kardashian. So for this, all you need is your brow pencil, you need a brow cleaner or a brow brush, you need a spoolie brush, you will also need a primer for your face, your chosen foundation, your face powder, a beauty blender, and a powder brush. But if at all you do not have a powder brush, it is not really necessary. You can still use a beauty blender to blend in the powder. So let's get rolling. So because of my skin color, I'll be using the Davis No. 3 pencil. But depending on how lighter or darker you are, if you're darker than me, you can use the No. 2 pencil. But please don't use the black or No. 1 pencil. It usually makes your brows look so unnatural, and I don't even know what to say about that, but just don't use a black pencil. Then next I have my eyebrow cleaner. Make sure that the eyebrow cleaning brush is kind of flat. Make sure it has a very flat tip, because if it is not flat or fluffy, you won't be able to shape your brows well and blend in the foundation. So instead of concealer, we're going to use our foundation to clean out our eyebrows. I am just going to show you how to do that. If you have a lighter shade of foundation, maybe you would consider mixing it with your ideal shade if you like your brows or your brow bone highlighted or looking a bit lighter. But if you just want a completely natural makeup look, just use your foundation. Let me show you how to do this. So to get your brows ready, there are two brushes you can use. You can either use what I'm having here, or you can use what we call a spoolie brush. I'm pretty sure if you have been watching many makeup tutorials, you've had many makeup artists talk about using a spoolie brush, etc. If you have a spoolie brush, that's okay. If you have this, still works well. I usually use this because it has the other combing side, which helps me kind of get my eyebrows in shape. But a spoolie would do the same for you, especially if you're starting out as a makeup artist, or if you want to get into learning how to do your own makeup. So let's start. To begin with, what you want to do is comb up your eyebrow hairs like so. And make sure you comb them until you can see them looking like they are one. But if you have bushy brows, you'll just see them looking a bit neater, or way neater than how they were before you comb them. So using the side I was telling you I love, I just like drawing a straight line to make it look like I'm shaping them, or to make it look like I'm forcing them to adapt some shape I want to draw, or the shape I love. I'm doing the same to the other side, just combing them up completely, then using the brow brush to kind of shape them to what I want them to look like. So since my brows are not full, I don't need to trim them, but I think I'll have to do another video on eyebrow grooming and eyebrow shaping, which will be the next video after this one. So using your pencil, what you want to do is not draw the Instagram eyebrows you usually see. If you draw the Instagram eyebrows, your makeup will not look as natural. And if you want them to look more natural, all you need to do is just shade in the hairs, like I'm gonna do just now. So I'm just shading them according to my hair strand. It's like I'm painting over my hair strands, because I want it to look as natural as possible. And also, as you're shading them, begin to look at the shape that they're forming. Don't just shade real quick to finish them up. Just make sure you shade them good enough for you to kind of like get an eyebrow shape. So after you finish shading them, you want to go in with your foundation of choice. I've put it in my hand, but sorry for that. The foundation I'm using today is Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 360 or Mocha. It really blends in with my skin, and I really don't have to use much to get what I want. So I'll be using the foundation to clean out my eyebrows. So I just put a little bit of it on the back of my hand, as you can see. And using my flat brush, like I showed you initially, using this brush, I want to clean out the eyebrows. Just take a little bit of it. A little bit usually goes a long way. Just dab in a little. Ow. So when cleaning my eyebrows, I usually like starting out with the lower side. All I'm going to do is just follow the shape of the eyebrow that was initially there. It doesn't have to be as complicated as trying to match up to the Instagram standards. All you need to do is just trace out your eyebrow, trace it really nicely and make it slightly more visible than it normally is. Then using your foundation, just clean out the eyebrow. So I've just finished the lower side. Let me do the upper side. And for the upper side, it's just similar. Follow the shape that you had drawn initially, or just follow the shape of your eyebrows. So from this, I have like a definite eyebrow shape. It's not perfect, but you perfect it as you go. So I don't want it to look this fat, so I'm just gonna make it kind of thin from the top. Yeah. I'm contented with this shape. So what I'm just gonna do is take my spoolie brush or a brow brush and just brush the tips. Like, okay, is it the tips or the fronts? The one that you choose to understand. All you need to do is just brush out this place like so, to make it look realistic, not just to like kill the block and kind of like blend to the skin and the eyebrows. See what I'm talking about? So you can blend it in as much as you want, depending on how soft you want the front to look like. So I'm going to do the second part of camera to make it a bit easy for you. Since this tutorial is not about eyebrows, I will do the other one off camera. I really hope they look like sisters. I have not even looked at the mirror to see what they look like, but I am hoping to God, to my dear God, that these eyebrows are similar. So next is face. Or, okay, I don't know if we should do face first or I should do a little something on my eyelids. I think I should do a little something on my eyelids just to show you the versatility of it. So, for eyelids, I have to bring my mirror for this. So, for eyelids, as you can see, mine look kind of oily. You can choose to keep yours like that because, okay, well, natural eyelids usually look like that. But if you want to kind of like spruce them up, there's two things you can do. If you have concealer, you can just apply a concealer there, blend it out. Or in this case, since we are using foundation, I'm going to show you how to use foundation and your powder to get like a mattified eyelid look. Very simple, very easy. So using the same foundation I was using, this foundation, my director has said no putting things on your face. So using the same foundation, just a little bit of it, still on my palm. I've adapted to like putting foundation and creams on my palms for some weird reason. So same brush I used to clean my eyebrows out. And I hope you have a beauty blender next to you though. Be sure not to apply the foundation to your eyelashes, because if you don't have mascara, I don't know how you're going to recover that. Unless maybe you just use a wet wipe and some micellar water or makeup remover to remove that. Otherwise, if you don't got it, you don't got it. Okay, now that you can, I think now you can see that my foundation is kind of like melting into my eyelids. So just using my beauty blender, I'm going to dab that in very lightly. Like that. I hope you're going to show the difference between my eyelids before and after this footage. So similar to the other one, I do just that. If you have a nude eyeshadow palette, you may choose one of the earth colors to cover it up with. But if you don't have that and you have powder of any kind, whether it's baby powder, the loose powder, or finishing powder. In this case, I'm going to use finishing powder. I'll just use same thing I've been doing, just dabbing a little bit of it on that. See? It actually applies real quick. Don't worry guys, I have to look at the sides because everything of mine is on this side. So you see the difference? Then when you use finishing powder, it actually kind of helps you to blend it in real good. I hope you can see the effect. My eye width and my eye without. Next is FaceTime. So during FaceTime, the only thing you need is your primer. If you have a moisturizer, please do use it. If you have sunscreen, holy grail, put that thing on. So my face right now has sunscreen because Syokimau is AWOL hot. You can't leave the house without any sunscreen. So my face already has sunscreen on. So what I'm going to do next is go in with my Cetaphil moisturizing lotion. I'm just going to use a little bit of it. Still, this is a lot. They don't know the economy. This is a lot, but anyway, you can use that. So just that much. Then using my mirror, I just see where I am applying. So I usually feel like moisturizer kind of helps your face not look tight and cakey, you know. Just gives it like a natural dewy finish. Is it dewy or not oily? It's kind of dewy. Not oily, not dry, and not, you don't look baked up. Ignore my channel's name, but you don't look baked up. Wake. So just make sure the moisturizer goes everywhere on your face, but do not try to do your eyelids again. Please don't. So as I always do this, you just put some at the back of your hand. And the reason why I'm doing that and not putting it directly on my face is because I want a natural finish. This will allow me to just dab my beauty blender to my foundation and straight to my face. So I don't know why, but I've always adapted to like starting with the under eyes as I work it out and up and about my face. Then once I'm through with one side, you see, I didn't even like struggle to apply the foundation because I'm using a wet beauty blender. It just blends seamlessly and smoothly. And I'm assuming, not just assuming, I know that this is a mistake that most of us make. You just buy a beauty blender and assume, boom, it's gonna work its magic. No, you just gotta wet it up. You have to squeeze it out and like let it become damp before you set it. So at this point, all you want to do is just blend. Keep blending, keep dabbing, because when you do this, any excess usually goes to the bottom. I usually like using the bottom part because any excess will just like land straight there. Let me just confirm with my mirror on the wall. Then the next thing you want to do, this is a very important part. The next thing you want to do is make sure you have some foundation on your neck and on your chin. You don't want to look like you're wearing a mask. I think you've walked in town and then you see somebody having like very beautiful makeup, but it's only on their face. It looks like they're having a mask on. We're not having masks on in this channel. Here, everything has to look seamless, okay? So just take some of the foundation. Me, always back of my palm, at least until that day when I get those metallic things. But for now, back of my palm. And then using my mirror, I just look at my neck, take some foundation, and dab it in. Powder brush. Let me just show you what a powder brush is. This is a powder brush. Very fluffy, very soft. See? Gives you a very, very beautiful finish on your face. Okay? So, like I said initially, my go-to setting powder is the Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. It is in the shade 340 or Cappuccino. So, just dab it like so. I don't like using much. See? It's not a lot. So I just dab it there. Use a mirror, please, for this. And just touch it lightly on my face. Let me just do a first half application of my face and show you the difference of what or why you need a setting powder. Whatever the tool you're using, just dab very lightly. Don't use a lot. You look like a ghost out there. Just use very lightly. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, setting powder usually doesn't have a very definite shade, but they're usually the more neutral ones you can go for. The ones that you can use to even set your under eyes and stuff. If you want to go for a neutral one, just go for the banana setting powder. I usually love the W7. 1, it's affordable. 2, it just does what I want. Why do I need to go for an expensive one? You're actually through with this. The only thing now from here is whatever you need to add on to this. So if you want to finish your lips with lipstick, you're free to do that. If you want to finish your lips with lip gloss, you can do that. But for this look, it was supposed to be a very natural look. So I'm going to finish my lips with gloss. So guys, thank you for watching. It was nice doing this with you. I'll see you in my next video where I will be teaching you how to get flawless brows. Hapa, we are slaying. Hakuna kubaki nyuma. Bye!